Hello guys, welcome to NXBQ new video, and in this video I'm gonna give an update on price of Bitcoin. So today is Monday, another Bitcoin weekly candle close, and as we can see, Bitcoin finally broke below our 59,000 level with a candle that closed below this level, meaning last week or the week that just closed, Bitcoin retested as low as the 53,499.90, which means that the only point that the bulls had in their side got rejected, meaning that Bitcoin got rejected or broke our 59,000 level, which is now representing three major points for the bears, which also mean a major correction just confirmed, and we will have to assess and see what is the next support for Bitcoin now that we lost our 59,000 level. So with that said, we can see that the DXY is also correcting. The DXY is now at 104, but still on the green side on the super gap indicator, which means in our theory, or in my theory, Bitcoin is just having a correction. Bitcoin is not necessarily in a bear market, as many are actually calling for us to be entering in a bear market. The reason why I say Bitcoin is not a bear market is, according to our analysis, as you can see, Bitcoin enters bear market when the DXY turns red, or after we turn red on the super gap indicator, there is an acceleration process that ends and we enter bear market. You can see the previous cycle, the DXY turns red, there is acceleration process, and we enter a bear market. So far, based on our analysis, we can say that Bitcoin is basically still consolidating and might get a few corrections, or it could be 30, 40, 60%, but we can say that we are still in a bull market. During this green phase on the DXY, you can see the Bitcoin goes up and down, but still managed to go up as it was still in a bull market. The same thing actually happened in here, as we green on DXY. Bitcoin had a few ups and downs, but it didn't mean that we were actually, and we can see that Bitcoin wasn't in a bear market during this green phase until it turns red, which is the acceleration phase and bear market. So far, we can see we have three green areas. In this phase that we are at the moment, is the third time Bitcoin or the DXY is repeating this pattern. So we are still in the green, although we might have a few corrections, as this one is looking bearish, but we can still think that Bitcoin is entering a correction phase before it continues to move up, and therefore we should be expecting the red phase for Bitcoin on the DXY indicator, and this is when we will be calling the top for Bitcoin. At the moment we are just having a correction. So the DXY Bitcoin ratio, we mentioned on our previous update that breaking this downward trend line to the upside would be a major issue, and now we are beginning to understand that breaking this downward trend line to the upside pushed Bitcoin below our 59,000 level, as we can see, currently at 55,400, and we can see that the ratio therefore got rejected at our 59,000 level, and is currently most likely going to find some support around our 56,000 level and the 50-week moving average. One thing I would like to point is that as Bitcoin is likely to actually find support, it's approaching the 50-week moving average and our 46,000 level, and the RSI is very close to the 50 level as well. It's likely that we might get a bounce around or find temporary support around our 46,000 level. So this line on the ratio represents the 46,000 level, and we can see that the 50-week moving average is fast approaching. So there's a lot of it's likely that we might find support as we approaching these major indicator or levels on the Fibonacci, the 50-week moving average, and the RSI is approaching the 50 level. We might get a temporary bounce on this level, but if we break the 50 on the other side to the upside, it's likely that we might be actually pushing lower, breaking the 50-week moving average, and most likely having to bounce around our 36,000 level or the 200-week moving average. So two important levels to take into consideration as Bitcoin is now correcting is our 46,000 level and our 36,000 level, with this level actually coinciding with the 50-week moving average and the 200-week moving average. The fear greed index, we can see after rejecting the 70 level, we mentioned in our previous update that breaking the 70 level to the downside and having the RSI breaking this downward trend line to the upside and having Bitcoin below our 59,000 level would actually represent a major correction. So we can see now that we retested as low as 56. Bitcoin broke the 30 level that we mentioned in our previous video, where we analyzed and compare when we had that much fear 30 on the 70 on September 2023. So we were actually around. We actually found the support around this level, so around our 23,000 level, close to our 23,000 level. Find the support at the top of our dark blue channel and then bounce back. So breaking this major level, breaking the 30 level, that means we open the window for more fear to come to the market. And going below the 26, in fear would push Bitcoin to major level. That means major levels such as very close to Bitcoin bottom, major bottom, meaning that going below the 26, below the 20s would actually mark major local support or floor for Bitcoin in this case, meaning going below the 20s or the 26 and breaking the 20s, going below this level would actually point to Bitcoin being close to a temporary bottom. That means that going below the 26 on the Fear Greed Index and sitting around our 46,000 level or our 36,000 level would put Bitcoin actually at the bottom of this major channel. So breaking below the Fear Greed Index, breaking below the 36 and below 20s is likely to put Bitcoin close to the next bottom for this major correction, which would mean it could be our 46,000 level and our 36,000 level, and therefore that coincides as well with this upward channel and would definitely represent an area to reaccumulate Bitcoin and position for major reversal or continuation of our bull market in this case. That's the update for today, guys. We have Bitcoin with the weekly candle close below our 59,000 level. Of course, we need confirmation meaning that this week we'd have to take down, push lower than 53,499. Breaking this level and have a continuation candle. This would confirm the move, and most likely, like we mentioned in a previous video, Bitcoin is likely to retest our 46,000 level. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next Monday. Thank you very much.